The Fox and the Crow. Once upon a time, on a bright and sunny morning, a crow was soaring high above the trees, scanning the ground below for something to eat. Her sharp eyes caught sight of a delicious piece of meat lying on the ground. She swooped down, snatched the meat in her beak, and flew up to a tall tree to enjoy her find in peace. Meanwhile, a sly fox was wandering through the forest, his stomach rumbling with hunger. He had been searching for food all morning without much luck. As he strolled along, he noticed the crow perched high up in the tree, holding the piece of meat in her beak. The fox's mouth watered at the sight, and he instantly began to scheme. The fox was clever and knew that he couldn't climb the tree to get the meat. Instead, he decided to use his wits to trick the crow into dropping it. Sitting down beneath the tree, he looked up at the crow and called out in a sweet, flattering voice, "Oh, crow, you are the most gracious and beautiful bird I have ever seen. Your feathers are so shiny and black, and your eyes sparkle like diamonds." The crow, who was very proud of her appearance, looked down at the fox. She felt pleased by his words but kept a firm grip on the meat, knowing that she had to be cautious. The fox continued with his flattery. "Surely, with such beauty, you must also have a voice that matches. I would love to hear you sing, dear crow. You must be the queen of all birds, with a voice as lovely as your looks." The crow's heart swelled with pride. She had always believed she had a beautiful voice, and now this fox was confirming it. She wanted to show off her singing to the world, to prove that she was as talented as she was beautiful. But the crow also remembered that she had the meat in her beak. She hesitated for a moment, wondering if she should risk it. The fox, sensing her hesitation, added, "Oh, please, just one song. Your voice must be the most magnificent sound in the entire forest. Let me hear it, and I will tell everyone about the Queen of Birds." Flattered beyond measure and unable to resist the fox's praise, the crow finally decided to sing. She opened her beak wide to let out a loud caw, caw. Unfortunately, the moment she opened her beak, the piece of meat fell from her mouth and tumbled down to the ground. Quick as a flash, the fox pounced on the meat and gobbled it up. With a satisfied grin, he looked up at the crow and said, "Thank you, dear crow. Your voice is indeed as loud as it is unique, but unfortunately, you have no wits." The crow realized that she had been tricked and felt foolish for falling for the fox's flattery. She learned a valuable lesson that day about the dangers of vanity and trusting someone who only tells you what you want to hear. As the fox trotted away with a full belly, the crow flew off to find another meal, vowing to be more careful and wise in the future. And so, the lesson of the story is clear. Beware of those who flatter you with sweet words, for they may have hidden motives. And that, my young listeners, is the tale of the fox and the crow. Remember to always use your wits and be cautious of those who may try to deceive you with their flattering words.